Welcome everyone to our first episode of Latinas in Transformation, aka Lit. Woo woo. For those of us watching on YouTube, we are celebrating with our fingers. And so in today's episode, we're going to talk about us, get to know us, who we are, and what our mission is. And then we're going to end with some fun questions. Sounds good. So who wants to get us started? Edie's, Tati, anybody?
Ooh, I'm gonna put Tati. Okay. So I know so I'm Tatiana. You can call me Tati. I am Colombian and Guatemalan. I'm a trauma and somatic therapist, as well as a holistic coach. And I specialize in helping women heal their nervous systems through holistic practices and a method called somatic experiencing. So, somatic experiencing often gets confused with somatic tools, and somatic tools are very different than this method, somatic experiencing. So, somatic experiencing is a method where we heal your nervous system and trauma without needing to talk about your trauma or even remember your trauma because we are working directly with your nervous system and your body to discharge that survival energy. So, I am passionate about helping women heal their nervous systems. I want the entire world to know
Mhm.
how the nervous system is truly the foundation to everything that we do. It plays a significant role in our everyday lives, and I want more women to know about this and heal their nervous system. So that is what I do and a little bit of who I am. I'm also a wife. I am also a pet mom. I have a dog and a cat. My dog's name is Turkey,
Oh,
and my cat's name is Saturn. And I think that, oh, I'm a Leo, um,
yes.
proud Leo. And I think that's it for now.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. I'll go ahead and introduce myself. I'm Edis. I am a Latina surrender coach, and I am on a mission to empower more women on being able to just embrace the power of surrender, to be able to trust in themselves and cultivate that the lives that they truly desire. Um, I have been in the coaching space now for a little bit over a year, so it's been really exciting to be able to work with amazing women and just being able to connect with like-minded and like-hearted individuals that are out there. So I'm really grateful to be in this space with you, Tati and Lupe. So grateful to be here because I know that what we're going to be doing in this space is going to be powerful. We're going to be able to empower way more Latinas to be able to step into their full authenticity while being able to learn tools and different parts of their wisdom so they can take on their own healing journeys. So who am I outside of coaching and this label? I am a coffee lover. I love to go to different coffee shops and try all the things. At some point, it would be amazing to own my own coffee shop. Like, who knows? Like, maybe this is like in my 50s, 60s era. Like, I don't even know, right? But I think it would be the best thing to do that. I'm also a wife. I recently got married in June, so I married the love of my life, and it's been amazing. I am originally a Cali girl, so I'm from the West Coast, specifically San Jose, California. So shout out to all of my, West Coast peeps. I'm so excited to see what other listeners we have from that area. I have a fur baby named Spirit. She is
Mm.
my baby. I love her very, very much. She's a pit bull mix, and she's just the best girl ever. And I am the eldest daughter of 5 children. So a lot of people don't know that about me, but I am the eldest daughter and very proud Mexicana. So shout out to all my Mexican listeners out there. Whoop, whoop. So let's do it. But that's a little bit of who I am.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, ladies, for sharing. So last but not least, moi. My name is Guadalupe, but everyone calls me Lupe. A fun fact, I actually disliked my name growing up because it was so long and I had to write it like all those letters. Yeah. And oh, I don't know if I should share this now or later, but until I embraced my name because of the story behind it. Actually, I'll share it now. So my mom went into a doctor's appointment and they wind up saying, ma'am, you can't go home because your daughter is kind of like in a position where if we leave her there, you can lose your life and she can lose her life. So we need to do an emergency C-section. So as my parents are Mexican, my mom a devoted Catholic to Our Lady of Guadalupe. She went to this appointment December 12th. Our Lady of Guadalupe's feast day is December 13th. So she went into surgery um December 13th. No, sorry. The feast day is December 12th. She went into surgery December 13th, and condemned herself to her and said, if everything goes well, I promise to name my child after you. And she didn't know at the moment if it was a girl or boy. And Guadalupe's used unisex. So she was like, whatever it is, it's going to be named Guadalupe if all goes well. And here I am. So I was named after her because of the silly emergency I caused my mom.
I love that.
Yes.
Lupe, that's beautiful. I
Yeah.
also believe in the power of names. So
Mhm.
that's so beautiful that you shared that. I had no idea.
Yeah, I actually don't. Again, I disliked my name until I fully embraced my story. And I was like, I'm kind of what people would call a miracle baby.
Wow, you're definitely a miracle baby. Mhm.
But anywho, you can call me Lupe. I am a holistic women's health coach. I focus on women's hormone health, specifically cycles and PCOS, because I have PCOS. And that's going to be a whole nother topic for another day. But for today, bringing awareness, that's my passion, understanding how our system works. Nobody ever explains to us how this period thing works, yet alone if you have issues having a period, which is what I had growing up, for so long. I would get my period every 3 months, and doctors for the longest told me, as long as you get it, you're fine. And no, that's not fine. So until I finally was officially diagnosed with PCOS, I knew that I possibly had it because my sister has it. But it's a matter of changing my lifestyle, changing what I ate and how I worked out. At the time, I was running a lot, so cardio was just damaging me instead of like helping me. So I went into weight training, and just that whole lifestyle change and seeing how that helped my period come every single month and that I was able to do that on my own. I was like, wow, like I was able to heal my body. Like, this is great. Why aren't we doing this more? Why isn't this being known more? And so I got into health coaching, and I was like, now I'm determined to teach other women and coach other women, because where there's a want, there's a will. And I just think, as we'll later discover, one of my gifts is just being someone's biggest cheerleader and consoling them. That's my thing. And I just feel like everyone has the potential to be their most healthiest self, but society and standards have made it seem so difficult. Like, oh, I need a miracle pill because that's the only thing that's going to work for me, or I need this specific diet because that's what's going to work for me. No, it doesn't. Like, your lifestyle, the way you live, can also work with being healthy. And it's just a matter of bringing that balance. And so I'm all about balance. And let's see, outside of that, I am a New Yorker. I am a city girl in and out because I do not even know how to drive. I am learning. I now live in the suburbs just outside the city, and it's difficult without a car. So we're in the process of learning. So that should be fun. And what else? I am Mexican. I am the middle child of three, and I think that's important because everyone thinks there's this such thing as middle child syndrome, and I do agree with that. The neglected one, the rebellious one. Yep, that's all me. But I think in my ways, I've learned to switch the narrative and say, yes, I'm the rebellious one, but in a good way. Like, I will question you. I will ask why. Does it have to be that way? And can we find a different way to do this? Because I'm sure there's another way. Like, I break the standards. I break the rules. That's me. And yeah, that's it, I think, for now. So that was a little bit about me. And honestly, how I ended up here with these lovely ladies is because the same way I understand how my body works, I've realized that learning to surrender and understand that your body doesn't function like other women's does is important. And understanding that your nervous system will get highly impacted by a hormonal imbalance like it's a whole puzzle put together for me when it comes to meeting up with my ladies here, because it's not just one way to healing, it's different sectors of it. And it's a matter of how do we bring that awareness to our community, to our women, to our Latina women, because like first gen women, like sometimes we lack that information. So who do we go to? We are that resource. We want to be that resources to women because, you know, I can focus on like the hormonal health, that they can focus on a different topic like nervous system, and Edie's with the surrender. Like we all have these talents and these gifts, and combining them together with these ladies is just so powerful. But Edie's, tell me, what does lit even mean? Let this community know, like, why lit?
So, lit to us, ladies, when we created this, we had a vision to support Latinas in specific. So, that is where the name comes from, Latinas in Transformation. And we specifically wanted to focus on Latinas because as Latinas ourselves, whether we're first gen or not, or we identify as Latina and all of these different things, we really want to support more Latinas to be able to embrace their healing journeys, to be able to transform and to utilize whatever wisdom that we apply, right? To, yes, use it in your own life, but that you become that light that this world continuously needs. Your own story, to embrace it, to share it, to just let other Latinas know that it is possible to heal. It is possible to transform. It is possible for us to evolve. And we're not gatekeeping anything because just like Lupe mentioned right now, by combining all three forces that is in this room, can you imagine and feel that power that it would be like when more and more Latinas unite this way? We want community. We want more women to step into their power. And that is why LIT has been created, right? Latinas in Transformation. And we say LIT in short because if you think about that, and if you feel this power right now, it's kind of like a flame. It's that fire that burns, that excites you, that is just so like pleasing in the eye, and that you just want some of that fire. And we want you to continuously feed your soul with that fire so you can literally evolve to the woman that you need to become, and helping other women to go along with that journey with you. That is the power of Latinas in Transformation, aka stay lit, be lit, however you want to be able to resonate with that. But literally, it's to create a community of us to be stronger than ever.
Ooh,
So that
good.
is why we are here, ladies. This is
Yeah.
Latinas in Transformation. Yes, to help you heal and transform, but we want you guys to be that. We want you to spread that fire to everybody else, and for people
Yes.
to know that we are freaking here. Like we
Yes.
are here.
Spread that fire. You know, fire is very contagious, right? So like
It
it
is.
spreads easily. And clearly it's spread amongst us already. Like we've got to know each other and created this. And now we're ready to spread that around as well. And not to mention we're all fire signs.
I was just
So we're
gonna say
already
that.
lit.
I was like, it also helps that we're all fire signs.
Like
Totally.
literally, like I'm an Aries. Tati is a
Leo.
Leo. Thank you. The beautiful lion. And then freaking Lupe is the Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
So it just all resonates, and it all just went together. Because even when we think about our name, the name lit, right? L is for Lupe, I is for Iris, and T is for Tatiana. So it's like it's a beautiful thing, y'all. But again, this is where a lot of the vision came from, where obviously we went through a lot of brainstorming to see like, do we want to be specific with Latinas? Do we want it to be women? How do we want this to all be? But we saw the power of what it could be if we really focused on our Latina women, people who resonate to be Latinas, however that may be, right? But we want to keep empowering you as you choose your healing, as you choose your transformation, and
Yeah.
that you got us, you got your amigas that are going to support you along the way, because we also know and acknowledge how lonely the journey can feel. We also acknowledge how it's not always easy to choose healing, especially if you are the first in your families to break generational curses or just habits or whatever that may be. Being the first in your family to learn certain tools, right? Like somatic healing or holistic healing, and also being able to learn about your health and your hormone and how to surrender. Like what? Like, how do we even do that in our Latinidad and as women? So it's like, we want to be able to show you, right? Because we've gone through the journey ourselves, that it is possible for you to heal. It is possible for you to break cycles. It is possible for you to also be that light that someone else needs. Because when you show up and model to someone else, whether it's in your family, in your friends group, wherever you go, you can model to them what is possible. And I think that is powerful. And that is what we've all gone through. And again, we're going to share our stories very vulnerably. Like, we're going to laugh, we're going to cry, we're going to do all the things because we want to be super transparent. But at the same time, too, we hope that this empowers you, though, to also take the initiative to change whatever it is that you feel in your life that you need to go ahead and take action on, intentional action, fierce action, however you want to label that, right? Be the rebel, be the person that brings more peace into your life, whatever that may be. Like, we hope that our stories can encourage you so that way you also embrace your own voice and your own story so others can see what's possible.
Ooh,
I
Edie.
love that. Mic drop.
Yep, 100%. And something that I recently just keep telling myself is it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Everything we go through, it's for a reason. And at the time, you may not know the reason. You know, I get frustrated with my situation, but here I am going to share my story, and I'm hopeful that it'll bring awareness and encourage other women to take action on their health. So if that's what I have to do, if that's what I had to go through, then so be it.
1,000%. No, it's true. Now, ladies, what are your intentions for our Latinas, for our lit community, for the women who are coming here, who are coming from different walks of life and are ready? They're ready to take action. They are ready to feel that fire that we're mentioning. They're ready to show up authentically. They're ready to take ownership and accountability of their own life, whether it's regulating their nervous system, whether it's surrendering, whether it's their health, whatever it may be. What are your intentions? And I feel like if you have your cups, mine's a little empty, but we can cheers to our intentions because I
Ooh.
think that for our community to know where we're coming from, again, ladies, like, this is coming from not just a like-minded community, but we're also embracing our hearts here. So I want to remind our listeners that as well. You will meet like-minded individuals, but we're also going to be operating in the same place from our heart energy.
I feel like my intention for this lit journey is to really just inspire and educate, right? Like, I am truly on this mission to help more women heal their nervous systems. And I, like I said earlier, like, I just want the entire world to know about this. And so I think part of my intention is to educate and to help people understand the nervous system and how to heal the nervous system, but also to inspire because I didn't mention this earlier when I was introducing myself, but I am a complex trauma survivor. And so that's how I came into the field of mental health. And I really want to I want people to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I hope to inspire with my story and, yeah, just, like, help women understand that you don't have to live in survival mode for the rest of your life, right? Like, there is a way out, and you can heal, and you can start thriving once you start healing.
I
Yeah.
love that. Cheers to that. Clink, clink. That's so beautiful. I'm like, hold on.
I love the word thriving.
Me too. And I think that's beautifully said, Tati. And I think a lot of us need to hear that as well because we're here to to get out of that survival mode to now thrive. I think a lot of us have been operating in that energy for so long and no more. Like,
No
no
más.
more.
No
That
más.
ends with us. Like, literally, it ends with us. So I love that you are encouraging our listeners to do that. And I felt that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thriving in a world where you think you can't balance it all. But really you can. It's just a matter of letting go and surrendering and letting go of those standards and those expectations. And so for me, my intentions are helping our audience, our community find that balance because it's possible. And it doesn't have to feel forced and it doesn't have to feel exhausting and it doesn't have to feel like a second job. So those are my intentions. So we can continue to thrive.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Yes.
cheers. Clink, clink. There's some more water left in here. Oh, there is.
I know I have like a little bit of coffee there, but man, but my intentions for our lit community, because you guys all said some beautiful things. Like I love all of it, right? And when I tap into my energy of what it is that I feel that I'm called to share is I want a lot more of us Latinas to feel empowered to cultivate the life that we truly desire. I think a lot of us, we walk in this life doing what other people expect of us, especially if you're the eldest daughter, if you are a first gen, and you've been navigating the world on your own or what it feels like to be on your own. But I want to empower you to cultivate the life that you really want, where you have to be radically honest and say, this is what I want, but also release the control. Because when I think about my own journey, I always felt that control was my way of success. It was safety. And it helped my younger self get to the places that she wanted. But when I deeply reflected on, am I creating a life that I truly love, that I'm passionate about? It wasn't that. I settled because I wanted safety. I wanted to control certain outcomes because it felt safe. I'm a very big rule like follower. So like obviously when I went to college and all that stuff, like I did exactly what was expected of me, and yet I didn't feel fulfillment. And as I embrace more of what surrender meant to me, and I think for me, for the longest time ever, I had a really negative connotation or meaning of what surrendered mean. And I always thought of it as weakness. I always thought of it as someone who gave up. But throughout my journey, I have actually seen the complete opposite of what surrender is, and that's power. That is being able to embrace the unknown and being able to have the possibilities open up to you versus following this mapped out plan. And that's not fun. It's not fulfilling. And so I want more of us to be open enough to say, I'm going to cultivate this life that I really want. I'm going to be intentional, but I'm also going to surrender and let go of control because control is, in a way, surviving. And I no longer want to survive. I want to thrive. And when I thrive, that's when the surrender piece comes in and I'm able to open up my world to more possibilities and abundance that comes through it. And on top of that, when you surrender, you trust yourself more. And I feel like that is something that I've been learning along this journey that I want more of us to understand and to walk through and to trust the fact that when I make a choice and I trust myself and I'm intentional with it, again, the result is I'm creating a life that I love. And that is powerful to me. And I want more of us to embrace that. I want more of us to feel empowered. And I want, most importantly, for more of us to be in love with the life that we create. This is the only life you'll get that at least I know that we'll remember. And I always give this analogy to people that I want to be like, I see myself being this viejita at 80 something years old with my grandbabies, and my grandbabies asking me in person, like, grandma, like, or abue, did you do everything that your heart desired to do? Whether you succeeded or failed, but did you do it? And I want to proudly say, like, I did it all. And I have no regrets. Even the things that maybe I do have a little bit of regrets on. At least I trusted myself enough to say, you know what, I tried and I did it. I did it all. So I can leave this world in peace. I want more of us to have that. I want us more, even though I'm a fire sign, I want us to flow like water. Allow ourselves to be expansive like water. That's liberating. That's freedom. And I want more of us to have that. So I know that was like a really long one, but I hope that our listeners can understand the power of our lit community, the power of being a Latina in transformation, because all of this force again that we're sharing, all of our stories, I hope that it inspires you, but not only that, but it transforms you. from your soul level, not just this human body physical experience. We want you to transform in a soul level. So, yeah, cheers to that.
Cheers. That's so good. Edie.
Cheers.
So good. You know, after all, to transform, you have to let go. I always think of like the little butterfly, right? Like it's a caterpillar and it has to like cocoon first in order to like come out with these beautiful wings, right? So we have to hit, in order to transform, you have to let go. You have to come to terms with certain things and just let it go and find new ones. And that's okay. That's okay. That's what we're here for. We
Yes.
got you, amigas.
Yes, we do. We got you, amigas. And this is only the beginning. I
Yeah.
hope that you're ready. Bring your cafecitos, bring your tea, your favorite little beverage, and just get comfy with us because we're literally going to be that. Your amigas, your besties that are going to support you along the journey, no matter where you're at.
We want to end with some rapid questions.
Ooh, yeah, that's always
can.
fun.
All right. So just so the community gets to have a little fun, get to know us a little more, I'm going to throw out some questions and then let's see what you come up with.
Mhm.
All right. So if you were a kitchen appliance, what would you be and why?
I'll go first. That one's easy for me. I will be a coffee maker. I will make you the best coffee. All right. No 7-Eleven coffee here or any of those instant coffees. I will be the good brand coffee that just allows the aromas and deliciousness to come through. So that's me. I know it has no use, but I'm like, it brings me happiness. So I want to be that from all my other coffee lovers.
Okay. For me, I would have to say, shoot, what is that thing called when you mix when you're baking?
Oh, the blender.
Yeah,
No,
like the blender, like the
the
kitchen,
baking sheet.
KitchenAid mixer.
the KitchenAid mixer. Yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
like
oh.
whatever. I think it has a specific name. I don't even know.
Oh,
But
yeah.
so much for being a baker because I don't know what it's called. But I like to bake, so I would be that. Always full of like goodies and making new things. So that would be me.
And I would be a pasta strainer.
You love pasta, huh?
I'm obsessed with pasta. I can eat pasta every single day, and I can eat all kinds of pasta. As long as it's some kind of noodle, I will eat it. And yes, if I had to be a kitchen appliance, I would be a pasta strainer because, well, I can't think of any other kitchen appliance that I would be, so I just picked the pasta strainer. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. I love it. I
love
love
it.
it. All right, one more question. If you could have coffee with a celebrity, um,
Mhm.
who would it be and why?
Oh, I love
I
that.
love this question.
That's
That's
such a good one. I would pick my girl T Swift.
Oh,
I feel like me and T Swift would be besties. I'm definitely a Swiftie, and we would definitely be besties if I knew her in person. And she has a home in Rhode Island, so I can just like go to her home anytime.
I love
um,
that. I love that.
I love that. That one's fun, Tati. That one's a good one. I can see you being with Taylor Swift for sure. That would be a good one. That one's hard for me, but I'm gonna trust my initial instinct. Jorge Ramos. I know that one's different,
Oh,
but as a child, I was always inspired on how he was able to amplify so many different voices. So I would love to pick his brain on how he made it to where he's at today and how he was able to fully embrace being
mhm,
able to just capture everyone's voice the way he did
mhm,
and do it so boldly because I feel like as a reporter, he's really put himself out there and he just inspired me. Like I think I remember back when I heard about his story, how he came here and how he only survives with lettuce and water. Like I found that
really?
inspiring. And he made it, and he's been able to talk to so many amazing people and gain so much knowledge. And not only that, but like stand up for what is right. And I really love
Mhm,
that
mhm.
about him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Isn't
So
he retiring soon?
he is. I was like, he's retiring. This was like, oh my God, ya está viejito, but it would be interesting though.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I would have not expected that one.
No.
For me, I would have to say, I don't know why I admire a lot Eva Longoria. the actress.
Ooh, that's a good
She
one.
also because she's so petite like me. So I always like, oh, I want to be like her. And she's such a inspiration in the sense that, you know, she's gotten to where she's gotten and hasn't forgotten her people. And so now she's leveraging, I guess, the financial part in order to bring awareness to our community. And I love that. And so I don't know, I'd love to pick her brain, like, you know, what helps you thrive? Like, how did you get here? Why did you want to get there? Why are you helping these people? So yeah, I'd have a lot of questions for her.
Oh,
I
that's
love how
fun.
the both of you chose like really like deep. So like, you know, you picked your celebrities because you wanted to have like these deep conversations, and I'm over here like I want to sit down with
Hang out.
But
Lupe
I
and just
love
like
that
have
you did
coffee with
that,
her.
Tati. No, I love that you did that because for me, I'm trying to think like who would I have fun like that with? And I think that's something that even though I'm really playful and stuff, um, I'm trying to get back to that childlike energy, playfulness. And so, but for me, when I thought about him, like I've always wanted that since a kid. So that like I was fighting that part of me, like that resistance, because I was like, oh my gosh, Jorge Ramos, like on the low sounds so lame. Like who would want
No,
to?
it doesn't.
But for
No.
me, it just felt like that's somebody that I would really want to talk to. And then, you know, I don't know. Like I couldn't think on the top of my head, like who would I want to just like have cafecito and have fun with? Like I haven't found someone yet that I resonate like that with, which is really weird because I thought I
Not
would.
weird.
So no, I was like, I like Tatis because I was like, that sounds fun. I need more fun in my life.
Oh, that's funny. Listen, coffee dates can be fun, but coffee dates can be
Yeah,
serious talk too. So
totally. Yeah.
I
you're
feel like I
fine.
would have a lot of fun talking with Jorge Ramos though, because I'm like, you've talked to
Yeah.
so many fun people. Like, we're just gonna chat it up. But you're right. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Right.
just
And I feel like people are both, right? Like they can be fun and they can be serious, right? So like
yeah.
maybe I'll have one coffee date with T Swift where we're like chatting and having a good time. And
Come
then maybe
on.
another coffee chat where I'm like, tell me your deepest, darkest secret.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So that's all my rapid questions, unless somebody else wants to throw one out there.
Oh no, that was good. You had me
Yeah,
thinking. I'm like, wait.
I like that one.
Yes.
And so maybe we can end with a tool or an advice that can keep their fire lit this week.
Mm.
I want to encourage our Latinas to just play. That keeps coming up for me, play. I know that as we take and our healing journey seriously and we're going to do the work and all that stuff, don't forget to have fun, play. That's a challenge that I also want to give myself because I feel like I'm called to do that recently. And um, remember that healing and play can go hand in hand. So just go out there and explore and play and don't think of it too much. Like if it doesn't go the way you want to, just be open enough to be like, okay, that was a cool lesson and that's it, and keep going. I think, yeah, that's the energy that I want to give out there. Just play and have fun and just know that healing and playing can go hand in hand.
I love that. Can I second that? I want to second that because I think that play and laughter is so important, and I do agree with you, Edie. Is like I think that sometimes we can get too focused on the healing journey and focused on the negative parts of our healing journey, what doesn't feel good. But I always like to talk about how our healing actually happens in the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the part of your nervous system that helps you feel calm, settled, grounded, connected, right? And when you play, when you laugh, you're creating that safety in your body, you're creating that safety in your nervous system. And so it's not just about feeling the uncomfortable emotions, the uncomfortable sensations in your body and focusing on all of the negative experiences that you've had. It's about playing and laughter. So yes, I want to second what Edie said and go play and laugh.
I love that.
I love that. I'm gonna third that because I was gonna say relax, but a lot of us don't know how to relax, and sometimes that includes me. So I think the best thing to do to relax is to just have fun and play. So I am in my menstrual phase this week. So for me, that tells me that my body needs to stay calm. It needs to be more present. and I need to allow myself to have more grace this week. So for anyone out there that's on their cycle this week, be present, have that grace, and have fun. Have fun with doing nothing and just being yourself, being with you in the moment.
That's good. I love that. Ugh.
Mhm.
Well, I hope that all of these tips and, our fire is contagious, y'all, for you all to just take action and to look forward to our next episode. And remember, keep taking care of yourself, but most importantly, stay lit.
Thank you for joining us today on Lit Podcast. We hope this conversation has ignited a spark within you so that you keep embracing your journey.
Remember, transformation takes time, but every step brings you closer to the life you're meant to live. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, share, and leave a review.
Let's continue this journey together. Until next time, stay lit and keep transforming.